the turnaround for our season continues. If we win today's game against Arsenal and we beat Leicester, we could possibly be top of the league by the end of the episode. Hello there folks, and welcome to episode 7 of the 4th season of Conquering the Year on Football Manager 2019 with Liverpool. Today we have a very much top of the table clash against the top team Arsenal, and at the same time Man City play Chelsea in second and third respectively. What a game on Boxing Day this is going to be, and if we win this one and we beat Leicester in the next game, then we could possibly be top of the table, which considering that we're down in 13th, about 5 games in, seems absolutely crazy. We've only played 2 games since only the 1 game since I last been with you, but it's continued our streak. We beat Middlesbrough 3-0, and that was another clean sheet for us. In fact, is Lafont up there now in the clean sheets brigade? He's got to be somewhere. And there we go, Lafont with 7 clean sheets, and he can, of course, go up to that 9th one today. He's only had 13 appearances as well this year, which shows that he's done very well, and only conceded 10, so our defence is very much getting a lot better at the back. But we're going to get straight into it today. We games against Arsenal on the TV. It's 1:15 it starts. It's before any of the other games. And also a game against Leicester that's back at Anfield on the 28th. But for today's game against the Gunners, we've got Lafont in goal as usual with Toure. Actually, we're going to put Alexander-Arnold at the back for this one. Alexander-Arnold, Tar, Van Dijk and Moreno at the back with Henderson and Fabinho in the midfield. Then Salah and Trinquer on the wings with Balotelli back after an injury. And Aguero also up front with 8 goals for Aguero and 8 for Balotelli as well. And I'm very excited for this game because it's going to be a season definer, I'd say. I mean, I don't really think we can afford to lose too many more games. But if we win today's game against Arsenal, boy, it is an absolutely massive one for our season. So we are on a good run lately. So are Arsenal, it seems. The top of the table, they're doing very well. But wow, what would a win give us? It'd be absolutely fantastic. Of course, a loss here would set us back. And I'd probably accept a draw here, but a win would be so good for our Premier League title aspirations. And would put us, I'm guessing, in third at least, depending on how the Chelsea and City game ends up. But a good clearance from Alexander-Arnold there. Although I'm not feeling that we are really going to win this, because I do feel that Arsenal, they are top of the table and possibly might be a little bit better than us at this stage. We've won some games. Wow, that's a good goal from Ozil. But we've won some games that we should have won. You know, some of the lower ranked teams in the Premier League, but we haven't particularly played awfully well in those big games. And this is the first big games we played against Man City, which was the start of this big period. So possibly this could be the end of this period, but I think that we can fight back. We've had the most possession so far, and a lovely ball from Van Dijk, but nothing quite coming of it. But Salah's got the rebound of that ball now. Trincao coming central. Trincao running through the players in the box. This is nice, but unfortunately, it ends up with the Arsenal defence. Thiago now on the ball. Back to Aguero to Balotelli! And Balotelli puts it in the back of the net. He's back from injury. Within 8 minutes, he's put it in the back of the net. A really poor back pass from Thiago. Some good pressure from whoever that was. I don't know who it was. Was it Trincao? No, it was Moreno. Moreno put some brilliant pressure on. Well, yeah. Made sure he made that back pass. It went to Aguero, who squared it to Balotelli. Very good thinking by Aguero not to just go for it himself. And it is now 1-1. Can Arsenal get it back though straight away? Or will it be a bit of a... what's the word? I can't think of words lately. It's unbelievable. Will this be a trigger for us to go ahead? Let's see. Salah, a good ball, but unfortunately nothing coming of it. Virgil van Dijk. Oh, this is poor from us, really. Digna to Torreira, or Torreira even. Ozil over to Bellerin. This will be 2-1 and we'll be pegged back straight away. I can guarantee it into Mandzukic, and that's a goal for Arsenal. And that's good, not good enough for us, really. We need to demand more of the players. It's been a hectic first 10 minutes, and I think we just need to get on with it. I'm not really happy with that. I'm going to be blatantly honest. Because we got back into the game straight away, and then we've just let them get back into it straight after. So it seemed a bit pointless, but hopefully that team talk we're given of demanding more from the players have hopefully put a bit of motivation to the players, just a bit of passion, a bit of aggression, and hopefully the next goal will be for us rather than Arsenal. Because if it is for Arsenal, I think this game is pretty much over. Thiago though running through to Mandzukic. Lafont gets a good save on it though, and Mandzukic still on the ball, but Alexander-Arnold finally gets the clearance. As you can see, it's a huge game if Arsenal win as well, because it extends their advantage at the top, compared to us, of course, to 9 points. Just a massive gap. But it's always that 6-point swing thing. If we can win against them, then it makes that gap only 3 points. But Van Dijk out again. Right, can we get a counter off this? Trincao, come on, keep running. I don't really think it'd be necessarily Pax to Balotelli yet. This is good stuff. Trincao, but he's lost the ball. That's a bit disappointing. He did get it up, but he just lost it too easily, and that's a little bit disappointing for us. But we still got time in his first half. A highlight for us to score here would be cracking, but it's not going to come, I don't think. It might come, though, here. We have got 2.5 minutes left. Alexander-Arnold to Salah. Salah back to his right player, his partner on the right. Henderson, still on the ball, back to Van Dijk. Not very encouraged by the fact that we're passing it back, but a lovely ball from Van Dijk. Oh my God, Arsenal have made some terrific mistakes so far. Bellerin nearly makes it an own goal. Can we get an advance from this, I wonder? No, Patricio picks it up straight away. It's fairly basic, but I think we're the top team looking at the stats, etc. I think we're playing very well, and I think we can get back into this game. But we are going to give the players a bit of a slap on the wrist at half-time. Tell them they've got to do better, and hopefully we can do better this half. We can come out of the blocks nice and quickly, no mucking about, and that's exactly what we need to do. A bit more direct passing, work the ball into the box, dribble less, and be more expressive. Right, what can we do? What can we do? I really hope, and I think we can. I think we can still go and win this game, but we need to get a goal, which is hopefully what this highlight is. Very quickly, Balotelli to Salah. Salah still on the ball, to Alexander-Arnold on the right. Good cross into Trincao. Nothing coming of that one though just yet. But back to Henderson. Henderson, Moreno. Now we've got a second bite at the cherry. Lovely ball to Aguero. And how has he not scored that? I know Aguero was offside, but oh dear. Just off the post. I hope that's not what our afternoon's going to entail, because that's not going to be nice. Good stuff from Van Dijk to get it out, but they've got a second bite of the cherry again, and it's 3-1 to Arsenal. Oh, man. We're not good enough. Oh, we just get a little bit of hope, don't we? A decent run going, a little bit of hope, and it all comes back to into our faces. But we've still got time. We still have got time here. The Arsenal defenders get it out. We just don't look like a dominating team here, to think. I think that Arsenal are just too good for us. And if they go and score again, it's definitely over. Lacazette, back to Digna. Digna into the box for Lacazette. Shoots again, but a good save from Lafont. To be fair, as I've said, if they get another goal, it's all over. But I don't think that's quite what's going to happen just yet. We are going to make a substitution, though. We're going to bring Woodburn on for Aguero. We're going to put Balotelli as a poacher. See how we can get on in that position. And we're also going to bring Salah off for Trincao, because for Gnabry, because I think that Salah's been quite poor today actually. So we'll bring him off, and we'll get the wing backs up a little bit, and get some of these players just playing a little bit more attacking, because we've got nothing to lose at this point. We've got to go for it. We are going to put Henderson as a central midfielder and an automatic, just so he'll sit back at points. But fingers crossed, we can get back into this game. I don't see it now, and Arsenal have definitely dominated us, but it's not out of the question just yet. I'll go with more direct passing, over the opposition defence, and a little bit of a higher defensive line as well. We just got to go for it at this point, and this is the only way we're going to go for it. I'm a little bit disappointed if it ends up like this, because it is a loss, and it'll end our unbeaten run, but, you know, these sort of things happen, and it's not the best way for our Boxing Day to go, because it just puts a dampener on things, really. We were only 6 points apart. We could have been 3 apart if we'd have won. It's still a chance of winning, to be fair. Gnabry could fire the sparks again against his old team. A poor pass throw from Gnabry. Luckily, though, it still gets to Woodburn. But Woodburn can't quite get anything on it. Trincao, can he get a second bite of the cherry into Balotelli? Oh, my God. The striking ability and how we've done this game up front has been nothing short of abysmal, in my opinion. It has been awful. Clinically awful. And it's frustrating. It's really frustrating to watch, to say the least. Blimey. Right, Henderson's going to defend. We brought Keita on for that a bit attacking. Balotelli's got a free kick, though, and it's not in. Well, that's just about finished our game, I think. I was just about to say, if Balotelli got that goal in, I think we would have had a chance. But at this point, I don't see it. What we've just got to go and do now, though, is go and beat Leicester. We've got to go and beat the teams that we kind of can beat. But I have to admit, even from this point, I think that it's going to be very tricky to get back in this Premier League title fight. It's a real disappointment, I'm not going to lie. But these things happen. That's a disappointment. We've lost against Arsenal, but hopefully we can get back into it against Leicester in a few days' time. Right, we made a few changes, obviously, because it's only been 2 days since the last match. It's light snow as well, so that might play into the hands of anyone here. I'm not really sure who it would play into the hands of, I'll be quite honest. But Jorge Mia replaces whoever it was at the back. Tar, it must have been, or Gomez. Grucic replaces... Oh, this is going well, isn't it? Fabinho in the midfield. Gnabry definitely replaced Trincao, and there's a few other changes on the bench as well. But we have had to replace a few players, obviously because there has been the only 2-day gap, so inevitably we have to make some changes because players are going to be very tired after the Arsenal game, and it would help to change the personnel as well after that crushing blow against Arsenal. But I do think that we can win this match. And Jorge Mir nearly put us ahead already. And that's exactly what we need. We can't drop any points today, particularly after what happened against Arsenal. I'm hoping it's not a double negative today, even though I don't think you can have a double negative. That's what that whole rubbish is about. Ooh, double negatives and all that. But Chelsea are already behind against Stoke. I know they've got a game in hand against us, but Chelsea are seeming to falling down a little bit because they lost against Man City and seem to be losing against Stoke already. So that's an interesting one. But hopefully we can win this game. If we don't win this game, well, I don't know what to do, because I genuinely think our title hopes are over. We don't get anything less than a win out of this game. But a good ball from Salah to Balotelli. Can we get the first goal on the board? Balotelli into the box for Gnabry, and a great choice to put Gnabry in the squad as he scores his 6th goal of the season. I'm going to confirm now a little bit of gossip to you folks that we are in the market for a striker in January. That's fairly obvious after Firmino left. And we've had a bid accepted for a certain player who's in the Premier League at the moment. He's in real life as well, for £50 million, but his contract's going to be less than Balotelli, and we've got a very good deal on him, only £90,000 a week, and he is on fire in the Premier League, and has been for the last few seasons. I'm very excited to bring him in if the transfer comes off. Bournemouth beating Man United, I'll tell you what, it's a real shock, but saying that, Bournemouth are actually above United in the table, which is a real shock as well. Grujic to Gnabry, can he get his second? Aguero gets the second of the day. Gnabry gets the assist this time, and Aguero puts it in the back of the net, and I thought Aguero was finished at this point, to be honest. He did say to me about a month ago that he said, yeah, look, I want to leave on Bosman ruling on a free at the end of the year. I want a new challenge. But all of a sudden, after he said that, he's not necessarily been on fire as such, but he's been scoring goals, and that's his 9th goal of the season. That's not too bad at all from him. But I do think that if this new player comes in, Aguero will be the player to be substituted out. But of course, they'll all get more appearances, and Ben Woodburn's another player that can come in as well. But with 4 strikers, we'll have Woodburn, Balotelli, Aguero, and this certain striker. And I think we get a really good partnership going between Balotelli and this new striker, Aguero. I'm not really bothered who it is, as long as they score goals and end up winning the league for us. But Aguero out to Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold into the box. Gnabry can't quite get to it. We have got a second bite, though. Alberto Moreno on the edge of the box. Moreno into Salah, and Salah becomes the 3rd goal scorer of the day. And we are completely forgetting that that game ever happened against Arsenal, and we're 3-0 up within half an hour, and this is very pleasing to see. I'm absolutely chuffed. We are going to tell the players to concentrate, though, just to, well, I've said get creative. It doesn't really hurt, does it now? That doesn't really matter. But we are going to just have shorter passing, yeah, that's fine. But play for set pieces, but focus play down these areas. Be a bit more expressive, but yeah, just make sure that we've got a bit more of a standard defensive line. Don't do anything too stupid. And I think that's all right. Henderson out to Salah. Salah still on the ball, going a bit central, and Salah running through the players, and that's nearly 4-0. What a shot that was from Salah. It certainly beat Kasper Schmeichel, but didn't beat the post. Can Lafont get another clean sheet today? I'll tell you what, Lafont has done very well this season. We brought Navas in, I know, and Navas, to be fair, didn't really play as well as I thought he would. But we've given a second chance to Lafont, and he's doing very well. He's got the third most clean sheets in the league, albeit for the fact he's had a lot less appearances because of that thing we're playing Navas at the start of the season. But pardon me, he's played very well, and I'm absolutely chuffed with him. And that defensive security is exactly what we need to secure a Premier League title this year. And I know that we conceded 3 against Arsenal, so that goes a little bit against the point. But we aren't conceding against lower ranked teams, and that's exactly what we need to make sure we prevent. I know we've got to make sure that teams slip up. You know, that the bigger teams slip up against the smaller teams, or with other teams that are at the top of the league, or else we're not going to win anything. But I do honestly think that game against Arsenal, we're just a bit unlucky. And those games do happen sometimes. It's very much a 50-50. You know, we were away from home as well. I know that shouldn't really matter. But we were in the game, but we weren't quite good enough. But today I think we've been good enough to secure the win, even though Leicester could come back into this game now. Rico to Son Heung-min at Leicester, blimey. McCambu puts it in the back of the net. Unfortunately, Lafont's not going to get the clean sheet today. So after me talking about Lafont being, oh, fantastic, in either of the games this episode, he's not going to get a clean sheet. Well, I hope this doesn't mean that Leicester come back into the game. We are going to go attacking, though. Just make sure we replicate what we did last time. We're going to make a few subs, because obviously we don't want too many players playing 180 minutes over the last 2 days, because that would be a bit shattering, to be honest. Just checking the iPad for something. It is the vote of no confidence to Theresa May tonight. So if you're watching this in 2 years in the future, be thinking, blimey, if we haven't even left the EU, don't get me talking about politics, please. If Leicester can get back into this game, we'll reverse the referendum to join Liverpool or something daft like that. I don't know. I'm only making a joke. But I'll tell you what, the league isn't actually that far separated this year. There's usually a big group that go away from the others, that split apart from the others. But I have to say that we're only 5 points in front of Southampton, and even, you know, Brighton are 20 points off Arsenal, which at this point of the season is usually something that never happens. So that's quite impressive and shows the league is quite close here. But can we get our feel for the game? Salah out to Alexander-Arnold, his right wing partner, into Gnabry, to Balotelli, and Balotelli gets his 10th goal of the season. Bit of a lucky goal. It was going to go in at some point. It was just a case of who was going to score it and not if we were going to get the goal there. But Balotelli with his 10th goal of the season, I have to say, he's not been as good as other seasons, I think it's fair to say, for Mario, but he has done well. And good to see. Can he make it 5? Not quite, but Mamana is in the box. He can't quite make it 5 either. Shame. Good tackle there from Grujic there. And we very much secured this game. It looks like all the top teams are winning today. In fact, no, Arsenal are drawing against a 10-man West Brom. And Man City, how are they doing? I can't quite tell. Moreno to Grujic, they might not be playing. I don't think they are, actually. Gnabry on the edge of the box to Fabinho. Come on, son. Grujic to Mamana. Out to Moreno. Good stuff. Moreno. Oh, Grujic again. To Salah, and it's offside. It was a 5th goal for us in this game, but it was offside. But what can you do about it? What can you do? We're 4-1 up, and I don't really think we've got any qualms. I don't think that City are playing either that or nothing's happening in their game. But it looks like Arsenal are going to draw, which means that they lose 2 points. Chelsea will win their game, and to be fair, we've actually not done too badly this episode. We've lost, what, 1 point in the end to Arsenal? We certainly haven't lost any to Chelsea because they lost in their game, and Man City might well lose their next game. So, even though we lost to Arsenal, it wasn't that bad an episode after all. Just have to be positive, and good things happen. If you enjoyed that, folks, make sure to leave a like down below, comment as well, and subscribe if you are new to the channel for daily FM content. Thank you so much for watching, folks, and for your constant support. But until the next time you watch a video of mine, make sure you click any of those end screen elements to see any more videos of mine. But thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.